Good afternoon, guys. I will start the session now. Okay, I think you can see able to see my screen, right?
Yes,
Yes,
Taj.
Taj.
Okay, good. I think can you able to you want me to increase the font size?
Yes.
So I think now it is better. So now, okay, guys. So yesterday I think we have not done the this complete this thing. Okay, so the reason is showing Shara because I have fixed these issues. So I have not connected for the management IP address. So which will connect to the internet. So the other reason, so it was showing some error in the Palo Alto Firewall yesterday's sessions. So now I'm going to start the part like which we left yesterday. So yesterday we did some basic configuration of the router. Okay, just we assign the IP address for the routers and firewall, and all four Cisco routers I have connected to my Palo Alto Firewall. Fine. So now what I'm going to first check the connectivity. I will show you like what are the things we have not done in last session. So that session I will explain you. So what we did, as we can see the topology, the same topology already has shared this. We can see. So let's show me that. I think I will increase it. Can you able to see the command, guys? Okay, now we can see, right? Guys, please sing to me because I'm going to start the same lab yesterday what we are not done completely. So I'm repeating once again. Okay, so let's start the part like yesterday what we did. So let me explain this before we could start this thing, guys. As you can see, so yesterday I have used only 3 routers. Now I have connected one more router. Okay, one for the net. Okay, this is the one, guys, which I have connected for the cloud. Okay, the IP address of this cloud is 13.0 network, the class C/24. Okay, so if you connect this automatically from internet, it will get the IP address for the Palo Alto Firewall. Okay, so through that we can able to do the rest of the configuration. Okay, so now let's see what things configured in router R1. Okay, so let's check. Let me increase the font size. Okay. Let me show you this. Show IP interface brief. Check. I have configured with 7 loopbacks, guys, in coming sessions. So each and everything, so we are using it. That's the reason same topology we are going to use for coming sessions. So tomorrow, maybe I think Monday will complete the other topics. And today I have planned to enable the ping, telnet, SSH in the Palo Alto Firewall. How we can access remotely your Palo Alto Firewall using your Cisco routers. After that, we'll do it. We'll do the default and static routing in the Palo Alto Firewall. Okay, so this is the agenda for today's session. Okay, so nothing I have configured, just I configured, I think, show IP route. Just I configured the default route. Okay, the gateway 1.2. Okay, 192.168.1.2 is my this interface. You can see my mouse cursor, right? Ethernet 1/1. Okay, for these 3 routers, I have not configured the default routing yet. So I'm going to configure right now. Okay, and for the firewalls, once we are done with router 2, 3, and 4, and then we'll configure your, we'll go to the Palo Alto Firewall to configure rest of the configurations. Okay, so I have done the IP address. So now we can see, so directly connected. So as you know that if you ping to Palo Alto Firewall, just check ping 192.168. I think 1.2 is your firewall Ethernet 1/1. These guys, we can see me this thing right, cursor. So I have the reachability. Fine, guys. So I have the reachability to for the firewall. So let's check with R2 now. So this is my R2 router. Show IP interface brief. It will show you just have created the 7 loop backs. You can see. So I have created a 7 loop backs. Okay. 1 gigabits 2.1, which is connected to the Palo Alto firewall. That is Ethernet 1/2. We can see the cursor. Okay. So now just try to ping to the firewall 192.168. I think 2.2 is my firewall. I'm going to ping the firewalls. I have the reachability to the firewall. So next check for router R3. Show IP interface brief. So just I have created the loop backs with the 172 series. The 30 dot series like 1, 2.1, 3.1, 4.1, 5.1, 6.1. Same thing is applicable for rest of the routers, but with a different series. But just understand this topology. So this is my R3 router. Okay, this series 172/24 is what I'm using the network. 30 is for router 3 and 20 is for router 2 and 10 is for router 1 and 40. So what I'm trying to explain is 40. 40 is for router 4. So just to remember, we'll not get any confusions while doing the configurations.
Taj, is the same. The commands are the same as what we do in Cisco packet tracer,
Yes,
no? For the
right now
routers.
I'm accessing Cisco routers, not firewall, Palo Alto firewall.
Okay.
Okay, this all not Palo Alto routers. This is the Cisco routers which I have connected for the Palo Alto firewall. Fine. So let's check. Can I reach to the Palo Alto firewall 192.168? I think 3.2. Okay, so I have the reachability. Means it has been connected. Okay, now check for my R4 router. Show IP interface brief. You can see here also I have created 7 loopbacks. Okay, 40. This is a router 4. You should understand because coming lab also I'm using the same lab in session. 40 means router 4. Okay, don't get confused for the IP address 40.1.1, 2.1, 3.1, 4.1, 5.1, 6.1, 7.1. So now the physical interface, these are the virtual interface, right? Loopbacks are the virtual interface, and this is the physical interfaces. So this interface is connected to your Palo Alto firewall. That is 192.168. 4.2 is connected. So let's check the connectivity whether it is pinging or not. So 192.168. I think 4.2. So 4.2 is our Palo Alto firewall. So now we can see that now we have the connectivity to the Palo Alto firewall. So now we'll open your firewall. So we can see. So now what I'm going to do now check ping from this side. So how to ping from Palo Alto firewall to router? I'm pinging from Palo Alto Firewall to Cisco routers, guys. So ping host 192.168, sorry, ping host 92.168.1.1, right? The first router one interface. I'm talking about this interface, which is connected here, right? So it's not getting ping, right? Okay, that's the reason. So we're going to configure your static routing. So if we check the IP address of the first router, we can see this is 1.1. This is the 1.1. That's the reason we are not configure anything in the Palo Alto firewall. Even if we check thing 2.1, so we are not getting any replay from that because we are not enable your ping and telnet. That we are going to do it now. Okay, so it's not going to ping it. Okay, so go to the global configuration mode. Okay, so first check what are the things IP addresses we have configured. Do you remember the command? Guys, do you remember the commands? How to check the this thing? Guys, do you remember the commands?
Sir, for interface.
Yes, for the interface.
Yes, sir.
Tell me. Show network.
Show network interface Ethernet.
Ethernet. Okay.
Ethernet
Then
1/1 particularly.
Ethernet 1/1. Like if you want to see one by one, okay, so we can able to see the interface. Okay, so I think we have configured the this in profile with the name interface management profile Taj. I have given my name. Same thing for Ethernet 2. So 2.2 also we have given the IP address and we have given my profile name. And for the 3 also, as we can see, so telnet and ping we have not enabled, right? We are not enabled the telnet and this thing. If we check for the Ethernet 1/4, okay, which we have not configured yesterday. So now I have configured with 4.1. Okay, we can see on the right from Ethernet 1/1. So when you enable ping and telnet, okay, so it will display here. Okay, so then only you can able to ping it. Fine, guys. So how to enable? I think yesterday I told. Do you remember, guys? How to enable it? I want to enable the ping
Set
so
network
that
profiles.
okay, set
Network
network
profile.
profile. Okay, interface
Interface
management profile.
management profile. Name of the
My name is ping and yes.
and yeah.
Right. This is the command what we are given. So once if you have done this and give comment. Okay, so it will say you once it has been done. Okay, so then I'm sure that I think we can able to ping it. Before that pinging, first we'll check. So whether we have so configured that for the all the interfaces, I think we are configured with profile which is mapped for that.
Sir, what is that command for set network profile?
Set network profile, interface management profile task. We are telling to this profile name allow to ping to the outside network. So we are creating many lot of profile. Okay, now successfully has been committed now, right? Okay, suppose if you check, let me show you what is the show system info. We can see the IP address. What we can see, the gateway is 192.168.13.1. Right? Can you see? The IP address of this one is 192.168.13.100, guys, of this Palo Alto Firewall. So we can see this is 192.168.13.100 is my your Palo Alto Firewall IP address. Fine. So once if you are done, what is next we should do? What I did yesterday, anybody remembered?
You gave the IP addresses and then you created a network.
IP addresses I have given already.
You created network basically, and device
IP
configuration
address
also
I have
you did.
configured. Okay. So
Default
IP
gateway
address
and
as per
device.
the requirement, we have configured it. Okay, so
You
I
created
think
network. You created network
let's
also.
check at least one. I think ping to any one of the gateway of the router. 192.168, I think 1.1. Okay, so still is not pinging. Destination host unreachable.
Sir, we should create virtual router.
Yes. Okay. So the first thing is we should create the virtual router for that. So so how to create?
Set network.
Go to global configuration mode. Set. Okay.
Network.
Zone. Set zone inside network. Network or layer 3 interface. Which interface? Ethernet. Okay. 1/1. Okay. Same thing one for 1/2 and same thing for 1/3 and same thing for your 1/4. Okay.
Then
So
commit.
once it has done, right? Okay, then we have to give the comment so that it will save you. See, once it has been saved, the comment, then only it will take the update. Otherwise, no. So then we have to create your network, set network virtual router. Default interface is Ethernet 1/1 for the all 4 interface, which is connected for the all Cisco routers. Let me check for his interface. No, ping is enabled or not. Ping host 192.168. I think 1.8. Think I think 1.2. Okay, so it has the reachability, right? So now check for I think 2.1. Sorry, this is 2.2. I want to check first the interface. Okay, so we have the reachability. Guys, is it clear display on your screen, guys? Because I'm seeing some blur. It is not clear, right? Okay, so
It's a little
I
blurry.
have the reachability.
There's some kind of
Yes,
pixelating.
yes. Because I need to update the Java updates. A real-time Java updates is there because it's a real time, right? What I'm accessing the real devices. So that is showing. So I need to update this. So I'll do update later now. Okay. Okay. So now this is done, guys. So let's move on. So what we should do
Sir,
next? So next.
sir,
Hmm.
sir, ping that 192.168.1.1 once again, sir.
No, I'm pinging to our own interface, whether it's reachable because just we enable the ping.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So now what I'm going to do. So but if I check, say config t show network profile, interface management profile, you can see the ping and telnet is enabled. Right, so ping and telnet is enabled. Fine. So if you check by interface, if you check by the interface, how to set that one, this thing is okay set. We already enabled, right? Do you remember ping and telnet? I think ping we did today, and telnet I think yesterday we had done. Right. So now what I'm
Yes.
going to do, set network interface, okay, Ethernet, okay, Ethernet 1/1. This is the layer 3 interface. Okay, interface management profile is such, because one by one, I'm going to make it as a your Ethernet interface. I'm setting you are the belongs to the touch profile. So once it has been done, okay, so just give the commit, then only it will take the updates. So after that, we have to check whether all it has been enabled or not. The command is
No,
show
Jai,
just show network interface Ethernet.
this is basically us making it a virtual router. All these come
Yes.
whatever we are typing down right now. Oh, network
Yeah.
interface.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We are doing all virtual interface. This is not a physical device, but good advantages means even we can connect the remote device as well. From here, I can able to ping to my gateway, my Wi-Fi router, my inside router also I can able to ping it. I'll show you that. See. So now it has been connected. Then show network interface Ethernet, Ethernet 1. So see guys, just we have assigned the IP address, check for all the interface. IP address is so perfectly we assigned for the 4. Okay. So for all we have assigned the IP addresses. So if you go to the router, let's check there is going to ping from here. Let me check. So telnet 192.168. Oh, 68. What is the IP address for that? I think 1.2. Have you seen guys? ADMIN admin. The password I have given my name. Right. So now from the router, I can able to access my Palo Alto Firewall. Just we enable the telnet, right? In the profile management. Understood, guys? Just I'm accessing my this thing. So let me show you. See, I can able to do the configuration part from here. Say example, like a show system info. Right, so I can able to see this is my Palo Alto file name. I think yesterday we had given Palo Alto FM, right? The IP address is 192.168. Okay, 13.100 is IP address, and this is my net mask, my default gateway, and IP address is assigned statically. Means statically we assign the IP address. The rest of these informations, so we shall discuss in coming session. Okay, so let's ping to my internet guy first. Ping host. My default gateway is 192.168.0.1. Okay, so I have the reachability. Can you see right? This is my gateway of my Wi-Fi router. Okay, so if you check the gateway of this 192.168, 13.1. Okay, it's a gateway for this firewall, Palo Alto Firewall, this thing, right? So once if you are done, it means please exit from here. Now we are back to the router, right? Then show IP interface brief. Okay. This is the router 1. So let me check from router 2. Okay. So first understand what we did, just we enable the command which you have given. Okay, you can see the previous command, what the command I used. Let me show you that. Okay, this is the command which I have given service profile. I think after this we have given yes, I think telnet. Telnet. Invalid setting, because this is the command what we have given yesterday. Just it will enable it. That's it. Nothing else. Okay, so let's check with other routers whether it will, can I able to access my firewall. So telnet 192.168. Okay, this router is connected to the firewall. I think 2.2, I guess. Yes. So you're asking the username and password. So username is admin. The password is okay. So now I can able to log in my Palo Alto firewall from here. You can see uh, show system information. Okay, the same information is showing, right? So we can exit from here, and same thing. I'm sure it's going to ping. Even I will show you better. So telnet 92.168. As we can see, no. So once if you activate, add the any features to the name of your profile, okay, we did not give for the all the interfaces. Just we have to tell them this is the uh, name, the Taj what I have given service profile management, my name. Okay, it keep on it will adding for the all the interface. No need to give the individually. Now I can see 3.2. Okay, so now I can able to log in.
Sir, how to configure telnet?
Hmm?
How to configure telnet in firewall?
I told you, right? See how you configure this thing, service profile. This is the command. I'll show you that. Let me exit from here. So I'll go back to the firewall. The command is okay. Set network. Okay, set network profile interface management profile mining. Right. Profile array management profile. If you give the question mark, it will ask you like what you want to give, because profile name I have given already. There is a command set and just telnet. Start. Set network profile interface management profile. Yes, this is the command. So this is a command. Just set network profile. Uh, interface management profile. Okay, it will ask you my name, right? Just give Taj. Okay. RS we can give directly telnet. Telnet, give the question mark. You can say yes. That's a command, because you know the issue here is because two Taj have created here. Can you see?
Sir, this command is for setting the profile name, right?
Yes, yes. In the profile name itself, we are enabling the telnet, HTTP, all those things.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so just I'm telling how to enable your this thing telnet. So if you want to check, let me show you that. Show a network profile, interface management profile task. See, I have enabled with my profile ping and telnet. You can see, right? So telnet and ping, that's the reason. So we can able to access the routers. Fine. So we can see, right? So ping, okay, the ping and telnet which we have enabled. This is how we have to set it. Okay, so let's move on. Now, how to enable your SSH? Okay, how to enable your SSH? As we can see, if you try to ping, do the any SSH from any one of the router, say SSH ping minus L minus 1, I think. -5. Just try to contact with 1.2. Okay, so if you try to do this telnet, the admin, I want to access the admin. 92.168. Is the correct right IP address? 192.168 and 1.1.2. Yes. Minus L is correct. Right. So it's not opening, right? So SSH, what we did, we are not enable.
Raj,
Okay. Yes.
remove the admin and try.
No, it will not come. It will give the error because we are not enable the this SSH in the Palo Alto Firewall. If you want to check, okay, so you can check from here. And the command is show network profile. Okay, interface management profile. If you see, we are not enabled. We enable only ping and telnet. Can you see? If you go and see, so ping telnet, okay, we are not enabled yet. Okay, so how to enable it? Okay, Diksha, we can see with the command now. Okay, set network, okay, profile, interface management profile is my name Taj. If you give the question mark, okay, we can see this bunch of, we can able to enable it, HTTP, HTTPS, ping, SNMP, SSH, telnet. So we have done these things. Now we are going to give you a SSH, as we can see on your screen. Okay, telnet and username. So now Taj, so what I should give? SSH. Yes. If you give the question mark, it will help you. You want to do yes or no? Yes. Okay. So once it has been done, give comment. Okay. So this is just command. So command, what I will do, guys. So I will take the screenshot of the commands of few document I have it as per this topology which I have shared to you for every lab. Okay. If anybody wants make it, they can type in Word document and keep with yourself and share me one more document. Okay, what are the documents? Because I have a screenshot. Okay, I cannot type this. This is a bunch of commands because it is tagged to my this thing. Once you practice, I think we can able to do it. So one more good news for you guys. So in entity, they have the EVNG installed. Okay. So I think we can able to do this thing. So show right from this thing. So how to check show network profile interface management touch. So can you see now it is enabled? You can see right SSH has been enabled. Fine. So can you check from the router now? Same command. Let's check with other router. SSH minus L admin. I want to access the Palo Alto Firewall. 68. I think 1.2. You see. Okay. Can you see, guys? Can you now? It's allowing me because it's taking time, guys. So I'm frequently continuing back to back. I'm giving the command, so it's not accepting. So now I can able to log in my Palo Alto Firewall, which is secure one. So recommended, as I told you in the Cisco training also. Okay, the recommended for remote accessing is SSH. Okay, not the telnet. Okay, the password I will give the password for this firewall. Fine, so I can able to log in my Palo Alto Firewall. Fine, so can you see now? Show system info. Fine, so I can see from my router 3, router 2, I think this guy is. So now exit or quit, guys, QIT. So both will work. Okay, so let's check with R1, which was not working. I think this is minus not I, this is minus L. Yeah, so password. Fine, so now I can able to access my SSH. Fine, so show system info. Yes, guys, you're following. So this is the IP address for your Palo Alto Firewall. Okay, so I'll quit from here. Okay, so this is the very basic lab what I showed to you now. Okay, so now we'll jump for the other lab now. Same thing, you can do it for your this thing HTTP as well. HTTP ping is the command is set. So as we can see, so let me refresh my page. Okay, Taj, if you give the question mark, so these all things we can able to allow them to access this. We can enable like a profile HTTP. Yes. So same thing we can give for HTTPS. So even we can able to allow them to access the ping. We are given already. SSH also we are given already. So no need to give this command. Fine, guys. So this is how the can do your. I think telnet I explained how to access an SSH and remote accessing for the firewall. Is it clear, guys? Guys, are you there?
Yes, Taj.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let's start with the static and default routing. So how we'll configure the topology is same. Okay, so same topology we'll use. The what are the things we configure? First, understand this topology first. Okay, so it is connected for these four routers is Palo Alto Firewall. So each Cisco router has 7 loopbacks and 1 physical interfaces, which is connected for your Palo Alto Firewall. Okay. So once it has been done, so what we have to do it, the command loopbacks we have created. So now if you want to access, okay, if you want to access this thing from the router perspective, so we need to configure the default routing guys from the Cisco routers, because you want to access the your Palo Alto network, because Palo Alto network is one which is connected for the ISP. Okay, you have to remember that for any production network. Okay, most people we can see the topology which is displayed there. So we should configure with this all router to the firewall by default routing. We can see default routing. The next hop gateway is whom? This interface Ethernet 1/1 of the Palo Alto. Same thing for router 2. Okay, Ethernet 1/2. Okay, same thing for this router 3 and router 4, which is connected Ethernet 1/4. Okay, so how to configure default routing? I think you might know. Right now I'm in router 1. How to configure default routing as? So config T. How to configure? Anybody can help me? Default routing as from the Cisco IP route, any network, any mask, right? Then, so what could be my next hop count? So what could be my next hop? What is IP address for this interface? Guys, are you there? Is it my audible guys for you all?
Yes, sir.
Just tell me the what is the IP address for my next? What IP address I should give here? I'm in router 1 now. See the topology and tell the topology which I have shared to you.
192.168.1.2, sir.
192.168.
1.2.
Yes, good. Okay, then next for router 2. This is my router 2. So go to global configuration mode. So IP route 0.0.0.0. Any network, any mask 192.168. Then what should be my IP?
2.2.
Yes, good. Okay. So now next for router 3. IP route. What is the IP address here? Is correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you do show IP route. So we can see these all are the loopbacks. Okay, then we configure with the S asterisk. S asterisk means it is a default route. We can say, right? I told you this is the packet tracer, and also I told you where is that S star means candidate by default. Fine. So let's configure for the last router. This is my router 4. Let me go directly and configure IP route. Then what could be my gateway here? Who is my next hop for the router 4? Huh?
4.2.
Yes. Good. Okay, so we are done with this command now. Okay, so now what we are going to do now? Just go to the firewall now. Because I think for the ping, we have already enabled it. Okay, your service profile for all the interfaces, we have given my name. Okay. Actually, we should do it. Okay. So I'm not going to give this because already we have given the IP addresses. We have created a profile name, interface management profile name. Let me make it on this. I'll make it in silent mode. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Okay, so I think we have done for the virtual routing. Do you remember, guys? Or you want me to explain once again? Show network profile interface search. Right, so these are the listings we have enabled, right? Ping, telnet, SSH, okay, and HTTP, HTTPS. Right, these are things we already enabled. I think zone inside also we enabled. Okay, net virtual routing also enabled because when you want to configure the any routing protocol, so in Palo Alto Firewall, so you must set for the virtual routing default interface for the all interfaces which you are going to apply your any routing protocol. Maybe you configure static routing or default routing or OSPF or BGP. Doesn't matter. Okay, like if you want means I will show you once again so that we can understand better here. Okay, and set network interface Ethernet. Okay, Ethernet 1/1. Okay, this is my layer 3 interface. Okay, Ethernet. Sorry, IP address, right? Set interface in IP address we have given. I don't want to give the IP address. Okay, I'm going to create the virtual routing because we are going to configure the routing, right? Okay, so set network virtual router default interface Ethernet. Ethernet ETHER. Ethernet 1/1. Virtual router. Let me set network virtual. Let me refresh. Set network virtual default. Then interface Ethernet 1/1. Okay, so now it's taking because I'm typing some wrong spelling. That's the reason it's showing that. Okay, same thing for router Ethernet interface 2, 3, and 4. Then software is what we should do. I think zoning we have to set. Set network, sorry, set zone. Set zone inside network for the layer 3 interface. That is Ethernet. Ethernet 1/1. Okay, and same thing for all the interfaces we are using. Right, so once it has been done, so we must give the comment. So after this, how to check the routing protocol here, guys, in Cisco router, show IP route, right? In Cisco routers, okay, show this Cisco router, show IP route, okay. So it will show you the which are the routing protocol you have configured, right? The show run also we can use. Means what are the things I have configured? It will show you that. And we can see the commands are same. what we are using in Palo Alto Firewall. You can see the list of just loop back I have created because it takes time. Other reasons, so fine. So we have configured with default routing. Okay. So now this has been saved now. Fine. So now once it has been done, suppose if you check how to check the routing protocol, I will type in Cisco, right? So show IP route. So here is not like this, guys. So here we should type show routing route. You can see this is how to check. So right now, these are the list of routing protocol next stop. So they have configured. So let's configure it. This is how to check. Or is one more command. Okay, so that is a show routing FIB. I think forwarding information base. So this will show you like what are the people like destination has been connected next stop. Means we have not configured anything. You can see just I have configured with the management IP with the default routing, which I not configure. Only just one I configure. It's all rest of the things. So now we'll configure now. So can we start now? Okay, suppose if I ping to the first check, our interface is working or not. So 190, sorry. So host, sorry, ping host and IP address. Ping host 192.168. Okay, 2.1 is not that. 1.2. Fine. So we have our interface is active. All right. So no problem with the interface. So now we'll configure your from router also we can able to ping. We are pinging to ourselves, guys. The which we are ping just now. I'm in the Palo Alto firewall. I'm pinging to my own interface with the Palo Alto interface, which I have given the IP address. I'm not pinging to the directly connected for the router. Just see the topology. I'm pinging to this Ethernet, its own interfaces. It's pinging. You can see 1.2 is the interface for Ethernet 1/1, right? And I think 2.2. Okay, you can able to ping it. Yes, I'm checking. And the one more is 3.2. With one interface, it's going to ping, right? And same thing for 4.2. Yes, so I can able to ping it. So can I able to ping from router from my R1 ping to 192.168.1.2. Fine. So I have the reachability, right? Okay. So even I can ping to 2. Ping 3.2. So previously it was not pinging. This is my program. Okay. Just I have the reachability for rest of all the routers. So I can able to ping it because why it's pinging. Do you know that previously it was not pinging? Do you remember, guys? So when I configure the default routing, so then we can I have configured default routing for all this one, right? Routers. That's the reason it's going to ping. Right. Let me check, show you for the other router. Okay, this is my R1. So ping 192.168, ping 2.2. Because I have configured with the default routing. That's the reason it's going to ping for your Palo Alto firewall interface. Guys, please sing to me. Otherwise, So ping to 192.168, and this is 3.2. Fine. So I have the reachability because other default routing which I configured on the router, there is Cisco router, so I can able to ping it. So ping to my 192.168. This is 4.2. Right. So because directly connected is pinging. So I have noticed I can't ping from firewall to the router. Right.
Sir, what
Yes,
should we
guys.
do?
Okay. So for that, we have to configure your routing in the firewall. That I am going to do it now. Fine. So as we can see, from router to firewall, it's getting ping. Right. From the router to firewall, okay, we can able to ping it, not from the firewall to router. Right. From Cisco router to Palo Alto firewall, we can able to ping because we have configured the default routing. So as you know that any network, any mask, because it's going to route your traffic to the firewall. But from the firewall, from the all the routers, you can't able to ping. So if you want to check, we can check. Let me show you any one of these things. Even though we enable the ping command. So ping host, let me check for the first interface with the R1, okay, gigabyte 0/0, which I have given, I think 1.1, I think. Okay, so 192.168, 1.1. You can see destination host unreachable. Right? Destination host unreachable. Fine. So now, so I'm going to configure your routing protocol, guys. Fine. So how to configure routing protocol? So go to global configuration mode in the firewall. Okay. Set network. Okay. Virtual router default routing table. It's a lengthy command. Okay. So let me make it big. Now can able to see now. Okay. We can able to see, right? Set network virtual router default routing table. Okay. IP is static route. Okay. That is inside interface. Okay. Which interface? Ethernet 1/1. Okay. Destination IP is, okay, what could be my destination IP?
1.1.
So this, okay, 1.1. Okay. So because I want to reach to which network? Because I want to configure, I want to reach to 172 network, which is subnetted. Because right, there is a lot of loopbacks I have created 172.10.0.0, right? Do you remember, guys? Okay, so
Sir,
that
but
network I want to.
destination is 192.168.1.1, no? Router.
Yes, yes. That is now because static routing, how you are configuring in the Cisco, you want to reach to that network, go via that IP, right?
Yes, but why you are giving
Correct.
172?
This is a
For
loopbacks.
loopback.
I want
Okay.
to communicate with the loopbacks. Okay. Correct. Okay.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to reach to the loopbacks. Okay. So 172 dot, I think 10.0.0.0 network. Okay. This is my /16, which is subnetted there. That is subnetted for that. Okay. So what could be my next hop? Next hop IP. Okay. 192.168, 1.1, right? Correct. This is my which router? You can see. Let me open this. Oh, I have closed the console. So this is what I have given the IP address. Okay. What is the IP address for this interface? I'm giving this interface. Can you see the cursor, right? The IP address for this interface is 1.1, right? Right. So this is how we have to give. Okay. And same thing for other network also. The IP address is 2.1, right? For which interface and which network? Other network is 20 and interface is 2. Means this one, okay, this is done now. What we can see, this I have done it. So now I am giving this routing to this network for these loopbacks. As you know, in a router 2, I have created 7 loopbacks, right? So this is the network 172.20.0.0.0 and IP address 2.1. Okay, and same thing for other network. Other network is 3.0. Okay, so this time I want to give for interface. I think I should not give that word command. Let it be no issues. I want to remove this. Now I'm going to configure your destination. Just I configure only one thing. Let it be just I configure only one interface, this thing. Here it should be the same network. Yeah. So here, so previously we have given inside, right? So here I want to give the static routing for DMZ. Okay, so DMZ I want to give. Fine, so for the same network.
DMZ.
We still haven't created the DMZ, no?
No, by default, the router is exist because it will take. By default, DMZ zone will be created. It will
But
be
in
there
case of
inbuilt.
Cisco ASA firewall,
Hmm.
I don't think we created DMZ. I mean, no, we created DMZ, no? We had to assign VLANs for DMZ and all that.
Yes. We have to create a DMZ in Cisco firewall. So here is default is available. We need not create. It will be exist DMZ1, DMZ2, DMZ3. So where
Okay,
we are connecting your lot of servers in that zone.
so directly one command.
So directly you're going to configure that.
Okay.
Okay. So that is for
We are taking DMZ1, DMZ2, DMZ3, right?
yes. Just I'm taking just DMZ now. Okay. Now next command is I'm going to configure the this on default routing now. Default routing for the interface Ethernet 0/3 means for router 3. For router 3, I want to configure your default routing. Okay. Here I want to configure default routing in these two R1 and R2. So I have configured your static routing. So here I'm going to configure the default means destination is unknown. Just give the any network. The command is set network. Okay, virtual routing. Okay, default routing table. So IP static route. Okay, for this is for the outside. Okay, so outside means the traffic is which is going out from the firewall. That is R3. So I want to route this traffic to your R3 network. Outside,
That's
okay, for which interface? Yes,
Ethernet
okay, Ethernet.
1/3.
Which one? Yes, good. 1/3. And destination might be any network because right now I am in this network. Okay, what are the network means any I am allowing all the people to access the network.
This is
Okay.
default routing, no?
Yes, because yes.
So why did we give IP static route outside? Okay, you're supposed to give the command a static route itself, and you don't have to change anything in that as default or anything.
Yes. Okay, so default means this is 0. Just give 0 default route, and my next hop, the next hop IP address, my next hop IP address will be what should be my next hop IP address? 192.168, I think 3.1 of the router, R3, right? For the R3.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now next for the Ethernet 4, for Ethernet 4, I am to configure a virtual route, default routing table, IP static route. So here I will give the DMZ1. Okay, for the interface, Ethernet 1/4. So here the destination I want to give for only 4 network, that is 40 network, right? Which we have created. Oh, that comment is gone. Set network virtual router default routing table IP static route, that is for DMZ1. Okay, for the interface Ethernet 4. Okay, so my destination will be I want to reach to 172.40 network. That is 172.40.0.0. Okay, that is my /16, which is subnetted. Okay, my next hop will be IP address is 192.168.4.1. Okay, so we are done with the routing part. So
Sir,
let's save
you have
this.
configured static routing, right, for this
Yes, yes. So one thing I configured, that is 0.0.0.0, which I configured there. That is nothing but your default routing. Any networks I want to allow to the router 3. Only for the router 3, I have given that command.
Can we configure default routing for 1/4 Ethernet?
Yes. Okay. Virtual router, the static route DMZ metric value 10 is not unique. DMZ showing some error. Let's check. This is for which interface is tagging? 20, second router, I think. Interface 2. Yes. DMZ interface Ethernet. We have given 2 times this one.
Sir, what was the issue of the yesterday's session? That commit.
So I have not connected to the internet because it will work based on your Ethernet. So delete network. Not deleting. I need to delete this. Network interface Ethernet slash. So it has created multiple times. Okay, for the layer 3. Well, so I think I'm not going to remove the IP address. No, I don't want to remove it. Okay, force commit I think we have given 2 times for the Ethernet too. Do you remember, guys? That's the reason it's showing some issues. So yesterday's issue was, Diksha, see, I have not connected for this interface. If you check, so I can able to ping to the internet. I'll show you that. So let me check. Can I ping to the internet? So ping to my internet default gateway of my router. Ping 192.168.0.1. So still it is not routing because it's not connected to internet. So from here I can able to do that. So let's see. I think that is the issue of this thing. Anyhow, so until I remove that, so I cannot move further. I think. So I want to remove to the Ethernet interface. So how to check? Show network profile, interface management, large. See Ethernet, Ethernet /2. Not 2. Let I think we need to delete that one. Let me show you how to delete. Delete network virtual router default routing table is IP static route. So what is the issue? Let me show you. IP static route. I think previously we had given inside. Do you remember?
Yes, sir. For Ethernet 1.1.
Yes, correct. Interface. Okay, Ethernet. Is not selecting. It should come automatically. Delete interface inside. IP static. Okay, so now it's deleted. I think again we must give you that one. So set network virtual router default routing IP static IP static route. This is my DMZ, right? DMZ interface Ethernet 1/2. And destination I want to give 172 dot. This is second router, right? Connected 172.20.0/16 my segment mask. My next hop will be IP will be 192.168.2.1. So now check COMMIT. See, this is the here you should understand, guys. So when you are doing the EVNG lab, so the entity office, I came to know that so we have this EVNG lab exist. Okay, so but thing is, it should be connected for the internet. Prashant said we can able to access the EVNG lab. Let's check. I need to check with the lab when I come. Okay, showing some error in virtual routing default static metric. DMZ metric value 10 is not unique among static route. Which giving this. I will give this DMZ. DMZ 1 I have given, right? I'll give this 2. Let's give now.
The DMZ2 is for Ethernet 1/4.
No, I think 1 I have given. I think. Do you remember? I just have given 1 for that. So this I have given 2 now. Let's see, RS, we will change it, no problem. But thing is, for the comment, it takes time.
Sir, it is class C, sir, that 172, not 16.
No, it is subnetted, Diksha, it is subnetted.
So no, sir, you told that we should give CIDR value, right?
This is 1 DMZ, 1 or this is 2. For that, we have given 2.
No, sir, that is 172.20.0.0 is there, no? That is class C IP address, sir, not class B.
No, see, I know that. So it is subnetted, that network. Like if you want, we can give /24H, no issues. If you want, we can give that. I'll give that, no problem. Let me give these 3 or 4. You want to give this 24, right? This one. So how to check the routing protocol in Palo Alto Firewall, guys? Can you tell me the command?
Show routing FIP, sir.
Yes. Show routing route. Okay, show routing route. Showing some static route DMZ metric value 10. Let me check once again. Let remove this all. DMZ metric is asking to be DMZ metric value. I will give 10. Default is 10, guys. Default metric for DMZ. So I'll give 10. Okay. The rest of the commands are same, like interface. What's the command? Interface. Ethernet. Ethernet 1/2, right? This is second interface. Okay. Destination is 172.20.0.0 /24. So my next
Raj,
hop
we are
is
still doing routing, no? Static routing.
yes. IP address. He's showing some error or no. So 192 while saving. So it's showing some error. Let's see now this time. Because it asking me to just give the default metric value for the DMZ. At least minimum 10 I have given. To check the IP routing in firewall is okay, show routing route or show routing FIB. FIB means like forwarding information base. Like if you want to check, even I forgot this long form. What is FIB? Let's see. Forwarding information base, correct? Right. So showing some metric value 10 is not unique among static routing. The static route DMZ metric value 10 is not unique. So why is giving this error? Let me check. So value 65,535 metric value. The path cost. So let me do this 50. So let's see, let's check now. We are again just 50. RS check the static row DMZ metric value is 0. Okay, so if you tell, let me check what is this issue, why is showing this. The vertex static route, what is the error? DMZ metric. In routing system, I think. Value 10. Check. This is not the unique when commit. I think default metric for missing DMZ. Some people got the same issue. Let's check. The GUI base also we can able to configure your static routing. The syntax is same guys. We can see set network virtual router default router like IP static route and name of the route are inside interface name destination. Okay, with the net mask. Okay, and metric. Okay, so here is asking to give the metric. So let's do it now. See the syntax gas. So you can see is asking set network virtual router default routing IP static. The command which I have given, same thing we have given set network virtual router default routing table. Okay, IP static route. Okay, so then interface name. So I think static route, and he has given route name. If you type this question mark here, configure once again. Okay, set network virtual router a default routing table. Okay, so IP static route. Okay, IP static route. We give this is asking. See, we can we had done the DMZ 1, 2, 3, 4 inside and outside. Right. So what I'm going to do, so we will give some name, whether inside or outside. So what are the things we have created? So it's showing display. Like I think we have, I use DMZ 1, 2, 3 inside and outside. Okay. So as we can see, so in this routing protocols, DMZ 1 he has used. Right. So DMZ. So I will use 1. Let's check. Okay. So after this, Same thing, interface. Ethernet. Ethernet 2. Ethernet 2. Destination. What is my destination? 172 dot 20.0.0. This is what we make it a subnet. Okay, next stop IP address is 68 2.1. Comment. I think. What happened, guys? Are you there, all of you? Just on your camera. Just I want to see you before you go for the weekend. It's showing issue. All are there. No, you are in the main
Yes, Taj.
office.
Everyone's there only, Taj.
So everyone in the same place or different place you are sitting?
Different place.
Oh. So all people are sitting in different place. Pavitra, Sharanya, Vaishnavi, Vishnu, Preeti. Suraya.
Sir Rukhaya. Who is
Okay.
Suraya, sir?
You don't know who is Suraya?
Not in GTs.
Okay. The Suraya is a lady who designed our national flag. Okay, so I think it's showing some issues. I need to please check this. So Preeti, Vaishnavi, you're following, guys?
Yes, sir.
It's difficult, right? I know you're facing challenges, difficult, right?
Laptop.
Huh?
Yes, Taj.
So I think you are. So Prashant said me it has been exist in the one of the server EVNG has been installed. So I think I need to check them. What are the things are labs we can do it in that EVNG which is exist in the server in the entity office. We'll see. Poonam, how are you? Maybe I need break to solve this issue. So we will come after the break now, 15 minutes break, then we'll start continuing.
Yes, yes. We'll take break now. Yeah, it's fine, sir. Till what time is the session, sir?
So till what time you want?
10 minutes.
Taj, weekend, Taj.
Okay, then I'll do one thing. I will start the session because now it's almost 5. Okay, so you know your weekend already started. I can understand.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
fine. So I know I can understand that. Anyhow, this all things the command is already recorded. Okay. What are the commands? I think I use a lot of commands, so we can follow the video. Okay, which is saved.